What's up, everybody? While Jayden Daniels and Malik Nabers both deserve and have thoroughly earned the Heisman and Biletnikoff awards for the 2023 season, you and I both know national voters, the fan vote, some of these just blind people who are very, very, very super regional are going to vote for the big name, going to vote for the big, pedigree over even the more deserving season. We've seen this time and time and time again in college football. And so I hate to say it, but I feel like both races are going to be very tight when it comes down to it. I think the Biletnikoff is going to become very, very close. Malik Nabers, I think, solidified his case in a very thorough manner this last game, and will only do that with a bowl game and justify why they've given it to him when he breaks Josh Reed's record, sets his own record as the all-time leading receiver in LSU history, and he's done it in little over 2 seasons. Just under 3, I should say. Remarkable what Malik Nabers has done. And then you have Jayden Daniels, who has set every record possible or tied, and responsible for 50 touchdowns. Only the 5th SEC quarterback in history to do that. The other 4 won Heisman trophies, including Tebow, whose team lost 3 games that season. Maybe even 4 in 2007. People are saying his team's lost 3 games. Jayden Daniels. If that is a reason why he does not win this Heisman Trophy and not, Bo Nix balling out and putting up crazy numbers or something in this title game coming up and really, giving that oomph and finally leading in some categories over Jayden Daniels, unless Bo Nix is able to do that before the trophy is given out in the first week of December, this has to be Jayden Daniels' award. I mean, he has nailed every single category, but not only that, he has improved in every way that defines the Heisman Trophy, why it's given out, for excellence. And Jayden Daniels has fixed pretty much every flaw in his game. I mean, the kid was averaging a first down every single play. He was 10.7 yards, 10.4 yards every single play, 8.4 per carry, which would have not only leads the nation in 2023, but would have led the nation last year and in 2019, according to Cody Warsham. It's just stunning when you look at the numbers Jayden Daniels puts up and you put them in the context, and you can go next level. You can go you can go deep diving as far as you want, and it gets very crazy. The numbers Jayden Daniels has put up. When you got Bo Nix has thrown 20 completions over 20 plus yards, and then you got Jayden Daniels has thrown 22 touchdowns over 20 plus yards. You can do all those metrics for Jayden Daniels and to justify why he is the Heisman winner. I am just worried about national, regional bias and the Pac-12 being bloodthirsty and feeling it's their year finally. And I'm worried about a guy like Marvin Harrison, who shouldn't be there, over even Malik Nabers, who deserves a Heisman candidacy over Marvin Harrison Jr. for sure. I'm worried about him stealing votes that should go to Jayden Daniels in a tight race with Bo Nix. Jayden Daniels has done something that is so rare in college football, and you can't punish him for these 3 losses when there's 17 other Heisman winners, 17 other who have lost 3+ games. Tim Brown lost 4 games in 1987, still won it, and deserved to win it. One of the sickest receivers I've ever seen. Marshall Faulk was a player who was cheated out of the Heisman Trophy back in the day as well. His San Diego State team, I believe, also punished for losing games. That, to me, is not a criteria for who should be winning this trophy. should be for the best player in college football. And not only is Jayden Daniels the best, but he's the most valuable. Without him, LSU has maybe 5-6 wins this season. If that, with this defense. You know, it could be very staggering where the first 2 years of Brian Kelly's tenure could be without Jayden Daniels. And then you have a guy like Brian Thomas Jr., who also deserves to be there, I think, as at least a finalist for the Biletnikoff. At least. I mean, I know Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be there, but you've got to have Brian Thomas Jr. as well. He's had a better season than this dude, than Marvin Harrison Jr. And 15 touchdowns is third all-time in LSU single-season history for receiving touchdowns, behind only Justin Jefferson's 18 in 2019 and Jamar Chase's 20 in 2019. So Brian Thomas Jr. has also achieved history this season as well. So you got three guys at LSU who have defined what it means to be a receiver in college football, greatness in college football, topping guys who you have given the Biletnikoff to, topping the numbers in the seasons that you have honored with the Biletnikoff. When you're talking about Josh Reed and you're talking about Malik Nabers passing up his career receiving yards, topping him and Wendell Davis and Jamar Chase in career receptions, single season receptions. It's you have to give credit where it's due. While he hasn't had the 2,000-yard season that Josh Reed had in that 2001 year to get the Biletnikoff, just the fact that he is passing him in career yards as well as leading the program in history for receptions is just ridiculous. 14 touchdowns for Malik Nabers as well, and he's going to be playing in a bowl game. How can you not honor a kid like that? He's not all about the name. He's not all about the show. Nepotism needs to die for this Biletnikoff. And I hope it does. I worry it won't. But Malik Nabers has deserved, earned, and thoroughly won this Biletnikoff. And whoever they give the statue to doesn't matter. He has been the best receiver in college football, wire to wire. 9 games over 100 yards. Okay, Marvin Harrison Jr. had like 5 games with just 35 yards against teams like Indiana. Are you kidding me? Malik also is set the 4th all-time single-game receiving yards performance in LSU history with his 239 yards against Mississippi State, where he caught every single pass that went his way. He is Mr. Biletnikoff. He is that man. When you have winners of that Biletnikoff trophy, Jamar Chase, openly saying this is the guy, you've got to give it to him. You've got to give it to Malik. I hope to God he wins that award. I will pray for that. I will vote for that. I will do everything in my power to make sure he wins that award. Not only is it because, Malik's my guy, but it's the right thing to do. Malik has earned this thing. He's the right person to win this thing. It is the right thing to do. And it's the same thing with Jayden Daniels. After all the bullshit he's taken, literally getting destroyed by criticism from this fan base from all sides, and for him to have the seasons he's had, taking us to an SEC title game, winning 10 games in a season we had no business doing that. But little did we know how bad our defense would be in the next season. And then he ups his game in ways most LSU fans couldn't even imagine. in 2023. This dude, just like Malik Nabers, has earned, deserved. He's given everything. And you know what? It would be flat out wrong if anyone else won that Heisman. And Kirk Herbstreit has said it. Josh Pate has said it. Cole Kublik has said it. RG3 has said it. You know, Nick Saban has said it. Most of those guys on College Game Day. Reese Davis, I believe, was also echoing Kirk Herbstreit as well, as that's someone who deserves to win that award. Booger McFarland, of course, has been saying that. LSU guy, though. So, but national voice. You've seen pretty much a chorus of national voices untethered from LSU backing Daniels as this year's Heisman winner. And let's continue this push, because Jayden's going to need some help from the media. He's going to need some help from fans, and luckily we're seeing a huge. The fans are kind of, if they help him win this award, that will make up for all of the ugliness of the criticism and the hate that went his way last year. I was critiquing him too, but it was constructive. I knew he was the guy, and I wanted him to be the guy. And I wanted him to get better. And we predicted him to have a huge season. We predicted him to put up big numbers. We predicted LSU to score 40 points in 8 of the games. They scored it in over 40 points in 9 of the games. I predicted us to only lose 1 game, though, because I had no clue. I couldn't fathom how bad this defense would be. And that cannot be something that they hold against Jayden Daniels. In fact, it actually makes his case even better, because not only was he playing against an opposition defense every game, he was actually having to battle against his own defense every game. Case closed. Jayden Daniels is your Heisman winner. Malik Nabers must be the Biletnikoff winner. And Brian Thomas Jr. has to be, at least a Biletnikoff finalist.